Jinn or demons are beings filled with mystery and superstition. They existed in many different cultures and beliefs throughout the world, and Islam is no different. Islam sheds the light upon the world of the jinn and explains much of the confusion that people hold about them. In today's video, we'll go through the story of the jinn and demons in Islam and see what it reveals to us. So before we start, make sure to subscribe for more of this content. The channel really needs everyone's help. The world of the jinn is different from that of the humans and the angels. They are called jinn because they are obscured from human sight. We can't see them, but they can see us. They do, however, possess some characteristics in common with us human beings, such as the ability to think and reflect. Similarly, they also have free will, which is the ability to choose between the path of good and the path of evil, in the same manner as humans. Those of them who stay on the path of good are Muslims, but the ones who turn away to evil and follow their master Iblis are called demons or shayatin in Arabic. They do differ from humans in another important characteristic, which is their origin. Allah has informed us that the jinn have been created from smokeless fire in Surah Ar-Rahman, and it's also detailed in the Quran that they are created before the humans, as said in Al-Hijr 26:27. Also, the Prophet said to us that there are three types of the jinn mentioned in Al-Mustadrak. There are three types of jinn: one that flies through the air, one that are snakes and dogs, and one which stay in places and travel about. It's important to note that the belief in the jinn is very important matter, as they're mentioned in the Quran and in the Hadith as well. So rejecting them is rejecting something that is mentioned in the authentic Islamic material. Also, some may wonder on the reason the jinn were even created in the first place. Their purpose happens to coincide with that of the humans. As Allah says in Al-Hijr, I did not create jinn and humans except to worship me. And we know that the jinn received revelation from God and kept deviating from the message like humans did throughout the history. In Al-Ahqaf, it says that when a group of the jinn came to the Prophet and heard the Quran, they said, O our people, indeed we have heard a book revealed after Moses, confirming what was before it. It guides to the truth and to straight path. Meaning they heard past revelations like that revealed to Moses. But this is just the story of the jinn race in general. What about the devils amongst the jinn? Their story begins with Iblis, the leader of the devils amongst the jinn. Iblis is obviously a jinn that used to worship God amongst the angels. But when God created Adam and ordered the angels and Iblis who was amongst them to prostrate to Adam, Iblis refused out of pride and despite towards Adam, as mentioned in Al-A'raf 7:12. Due to this, Iblis was banished from God's mercy in paradise and left to be judged with the rest of creation on the day of judgment. And Iblis vowed that he will misguide and tempt mankind to also not be grateful to God, so they may also enter hellfire as him, as mentioned in Al-A'raf. So with all of this, we understand that the jinn split into two: ones that follow God and strain from doing evil, and others who follow the footsteps of Iblis and help him in tempting and misguiding people into evil. And further information on the world of the jinn is that every one of us, as the Prophet said, has his own jinn with him most of the time and keeps whispering temptations to your heart, and this jinn is called Qareen. So it's important to recognize that much of the temptations and inclinations we get to do evil deeds stem from the devil jinns trying to get us to commit them. And also, there is a strong relation between the jinn and magic, as we believe that they are the cause of magic and have strong bonds with magicians who can call upon the jinn and help them to separate between people, as we find in Al-Baqarah. And people learn from them that by which they cause separation between a man and his wife. but they cannot harm anyone except by Allah's permission. And also, the jinn is believed to be much more powerful and capable than us in speed and in strength, which is hinted in multiple verses like in Al-An'am. Now, given the strength of these jinn and the fact that they're helping magicians separate between people and their spouses and them spreading temptations in the minds of people, it might sound as if humans are very vulnerable to these beings. But thankfully, Allah hasn't left us alone against them. And He is ultimately the one that protects us against them. And Islam teaches us also to do dua, supplication, which protect us from jinn, evil eye, and so many other dangers, such as saying our morning and evening dhikr or prayers, like reading Ayat al-Kursi before we sleep, which the Prophet said about it, there will be a guardian appointed over you from Allah who will protect you during the night, and Satan will not be able to come near you until morning. So as we can see, Islam gives us a clear guidance on how to protect ourselves from evil of the jinn and the devils. We are not meant to live in fear because Allah has provided us with prayers, Quran recitation, and dhikr that shield us and keep us safe. Remember, the jinn are part of Allah's creation, and like humans, some follow the path of good and some follow evil. Our job is to stay close to Allah, seek His protection, and do good deeds, so we're not harmed by whisperings or tricks of the devils. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to support the channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support really helps us continue making this content that sheds the light upon Islam and its teaching. May Allah protect us all and guide us on the straight path. I'll leave it at that. Assalamu alaikum.